What's up, this squad? Back with another video. I seen the title was going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. As President Trump just said it's time to criminally charge House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries with inciting violence. So y'all see it right here. I'm sure y'all know, obviously what's been happening, what's been going on, but I definitely had, and it says right here, charge him and clean house. And that's exactly what I know that President Trump, will be doing, and I'm definitely glad that he is. You got it right here. President Trump posted said this lunatic Hakeem low IQ Jeffries should be charged with inciting violence. The radical left Democrats actually want to destroy our country. President DJT. You literally have, at Hakeem Jeffries are going with this whole maximum warfare. And then you have 3 days later, you have that happen, at that dinner, and it's truly, truly sickening and truly sad that you have them that's constantly pushing this violence each and every day. And then once it happens, that's the funny thing about it. Once this stuff happens, they start pointing the finger, away from them. And it's truly sickening when you clearly see that it's them the whole time. I mean, you literally have Hakeem Jeffries saying this right here.
Well, the twice impeached former president's rhetoric is reckless, reprehensible, and irresponsible. It's dangerous, and if he keeps it up, he's going to get someone killed. Well,
and as you see, it's nothing been but being targets, when it comes down to President Trump and the Trump administration. And it's truly wild. You have it here, Hakeem Jeffries actually, responded and actually posted this yesterday. And it literally just goes to show you of just, and with all seriousness, it literally just goes to show you how not only does Hakeem not take accountability, but when it comes down to his whole party. Check out what he says in his office right here, y'all.
What's up, y'all? The Knicks are up 2-0. I'm feeling good. And then I got to wake up this morning and deal with another deranged rant from an out-of-control president threatening to criminally prosecute me. You ain't intimidating a damn person. We're going to continue to stay on your case. But what's wrong with you, bro? Why do I stay on your mind? You ain't got nothing better to do? Gas prices are surging, grocery bills are out of control, the American people are drowning in your failed economy, and you ain't got nothing better to do but to think about me? Here's the thing. You need an intervention. Get some help. The American people are suffering because you're a complete and total failure. And don't worry about me. Where's the love? What's up, y'all?
My thing is with this that I find very, very wild. Where was all this energy with Biden and his administration? First off. Second, ain't nobody really trying to intimidate him. It's speaking facts. And I feel like that's where they're getting it wrong at. He keeps saying it, he keeps talking about him and keeps thinking about him. Trust and believe. President Trump is dealing with a lot of other things. It's just obviously to troll most of the time, if you want me to be real. Because I know, it's no way that he can say that when literally this is the whole Democratic Party agenda is to have Trump name literally in their mouth 24/7. I'm telling y'all. You got it right here. It says House Democrat leader Hakeem Jeffries defends Chuck Schumer, saying nobody respects ICE and the CBP. Check it out right here, y'all.
Your counterpart over on the Senate side, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, said on the Senate floor this week, he said that nobody respects ICE or the Border Patrol, and the president actually asked for an apology to that. He says it's one of the most egregious, incorrect, unpatriotic, and dangerous statements I've ever heard from a professional politician. He must immediately apologize to these great patriots, and I mean now. Do you think there is an apology owed to Border Patrol and ICE?
Well, I didn't track that statement on the House floor. I know Chuck Schumer is an incredibly patriotic individual. He cares about this country. All
Not
of
at
us,
all.
with respect to whatever disagreements that we
This
may
man
be,
just said he cares about this country. Not at all. None of them do.
he cares about this country. All of us, with respect to whatever disagreements that we may be having relative to spending billions of dollars to fund ICE, which in some instances has been used to brutalize or kill American citizens.
What I find that bothers me a lot too is that they always blaming ICE for this, that, and the other, but they never take any type. I ain't even really gonna say so much of accountability. They don't say anything when it comes to these illegals that are literally taking the lives of American citizens. Not only American citizens, you have young girls, young boys that have lost their life to illegal aliens. Not to mention, this is just some of them. I mean, look at this. This literally just goes to show y'all that they truly do not care about Americans. And him saying that, oh, Chuck Schumer is very patriotic and he cares about the American people. No, he don't. Y'all seen what they've been doing. People need to realize what's going on and lock in. Because this ain't it. I'm telling y'all this ain't it. Tom Homan just told Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries basically to screw off. He's not letting them take away ICE and CBP power. Check it out right here.
So
I don't
the
blame
men and
them.
women carrying a badge and gun, they're being paid. But the people that make it possible for us to do what we do, even the mission support staff who make sure that the vehicles, the fleet's being maintained, we're getting gas in the vehicles, power's being turned on to these buildings, travel vouchers are being paid. The most important, sometimes I think the most important part of ICE are the mission support people who don't carry a badge and gun. But if they didn't do what they did, we couldn't do what we do.
I want to play out sound from Mark Wayne Mullen on all of this. He joined Laura on the Ingram Angle last night. Listen.
Okay, so right now we have an issue going on with Republicans because they're having to vote for a bill that essentially funds 20 components out of 22 that I have, and the two that are separate are CPP and ICE. And they're having a problem because they say we feel like we're defunding it, but we're not. What we're doing is we're having to do it through reconciliation so Democrats can't use it for political gains and try to shut down the government again September 30th.
Tom, how do you weigh in on that?
I agree. But look, let's do it through reconciliation. I'm sick and tired of sitting at a table, telling them, what ICE does and what we don't do. More importantly, because they think we out there separating families, we're raiding churches, and they want all these changes. They want masks off. You know what? We'll consider taking masks off when you stop going on national TV and calling ICE racists and Nazis and secret police, which raises the threat level to over 8,000%. So you know what? Let's do it through reconciliation, because I will not sit at a table and give up any authorities that ICE and CBP has to protect this nation. If you don't like, I'll say it again, if they don't like what ICE is doing, then legislate. Do your jobs and change the law. Until then, we're going to do what the President Trump was elected to do, secure the border and make this country safe again by removing criminal aliens. Eric?
I'm telling y'all. And one thing about it is they real with it. They real with it because this stuff, I'm telling y'all, is very, very sickening. And I know that y'all sick and tired of it. I mean, just look at this photo. Look at this photo. From all ages. I'm seeing a baby right here. This is sickening, y'all. I tell y'all, it's very sickening. And then you got this clown. Hakeem Jeffries says Democrats won't vote to fund DHS unless they're assured that ICE will not monitor polling places. Let me tell y'all something why they try and do that. They try and do that because they want these illegals to vote. They don't care about the American people. They care much about these illegals. I don't know how many times I have to say it. When it comes down to illegals, these are the same individuals getting a lot of assistance. Not the American people, though. They want to sit there and complain. A lot of this is they get on here, and that's that brainwashing. They get on here, and this is what they do. They go with the people, oh, the gas price. Mind you, they didn't say none of this with Biden. Gas prices high, the groceries high, this is high, that's high. This here is messed up, and they do all of this to get the people that's bringing the left, people that's vote for these Democrats. They get them hype up. in that same breath that they talking about, all them illegals that's, you know, coming over, this, that, and the other, they are literally, when I say literally, getting everything in the book when it comes down to assisting with housing, with cars, with transportation, with food stamps. They getting everything. But then in the same breath, they sit here and they basically complaining with the people. But funding the I'm telling you, I truly don't get it. I truly don't get it. People got to wake up.
It's the reason why we are in a DHS shutdown right now, because Republicans have refused to agree to the type of bold, transformative, meaningful, and dramatic reforms we are demanding in order for the Department of Homeland Security funding bill to move forward. And I won't go through all of the demands, much of which we've talked about repeatedly in the public, but one of those demands is keep ICE out of sensitive locations. And we've defined that as schools, houses of worship, hospitals, and polling sites. We want an explicit prohibition that ICE can go nowhere near any polling sites in the United States of America. It's one of our people's.
Y'all know why they doing this. Like I said, y'all know why they doing this. One thing about it, it's not called ICE no more. They changed it to NICE. Y'all know what it is. Man, I gotta take this stuff off. I always see something out the corner of my eye that I can't be posting on here. But when I tell y'all, this is what it's about. And President Trump, you know, he posted this, and it's about that time. You know, he gotta start getting stuff together. I'm telling y'all. Let's raise your hand. If you ain't gotta raise your hand, but comment down below if y'all think Hakeem Jeffries should be removed from office immediately. Y'all let me know in the comments. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.